EchoFox has been a surprise in Week 5, making their way to second place in the division. One would say it was because of their role change of Facento to main AR and Aqua to the flex role, but EchoFox has not been without their faults. Benson, do you think that role reversal really made a difference?
Absolutely. And I think it's so hard to argue against that for a couple of reasons. Number one, something that I know Revan and Chance both spoke about this week during the Pro League matches. You can see Facento back in that kind of leadership role, being able to dictate from afar. I think that's made his life a little bit easier. Number two, I know we love stats on trading shots, so I've got some written down here for you. Let's take a look at their hardpoint record. Before the switch, 7-21. Ugh, no one likes that. After the switch, 7-7. Obvious improvement. CTF record before the switch, 10-5. After, 7-2. You want to look at individual player stats as well? Hell, why the hell not? Facento's respawn KD, 0.88 before the switch. I know what you're thinking, that's not that good. Well, what is it after? A 1.07. Then, of course, you can look at the other side of the role switch, of course, which comes in the form of Aqua. His KD before the switch, a 1.01. Yeah, okay, he's even, he's doing well. What is it now? A 1.13. There is improvement across the board for this EchoFox squad. You cannot argue it has not improved them.
I think you absolutely can argue it.
And I think you're an idiot.
You can talk the stats for these particular players, but what matters is results. Before they made this change, they got 4th place at Seattle. You take a look at Anaheim, they're getting top 12 and knocked out in 3-0 fashion by Tainted Minds. You're taking 1 week and making such a big deal out of it. Yes, they have improved a little bit in hardpoint, but they've also slipped in other places. They were 15-8 before the change in Search and Destroy. Now they're 6-7. They've had to go 10-3 in Game 5s over this stretch. They've had to do it through Game 5s. We see them throw all these matches. The problem, okay, follow me here. I don't think it's a role thing at all. I think you could actually take Facento, Temp, or even Aqua. Any of them could play main AR. Any of them could play flex. I don't think it matters outside of Saints what role these guys play. They have an insane amount of skill. The problem is, I don't think they're a very high IQ team. And when it comes down to these big moments, these big stretches where you have to rotate at the right time, make these big plays, they falter. They fumble. You saw the 2 hard points against Envy. I think that's the problem. I don't think the role matters that much personally. I think your results are going to be similar regardless.
That's absolute nonsense for the simple reason Facento's KD goes from being the number 12 flex player in the league to now the number 2.
They got top 12 at Anaheim, man. Like, great. Go ahead and have a better KD if the results aren't there. Who gives a shit?
I mean, we're talking about Tainted Minds. They went on this fairy tale run. Is that going to happen again with the EchoFox squad? Probably not. They go 4-0 in their first week back here in Columbus. They look like the team to beat, to be frank. Even Red Reserve. We had Red Reserve on a high horse, Clint.
I was a believer. I was a believer once. I stopped believing. I'm not getting tricked again.
You need to not believe, Clint. You need to be a non-believer.
I'm telling you right now, Temp, Facento, Aqua, you can switch those guys in and out between AR and Flex.
I disagree.
They would be fine. You get the same result.
The stats prove you wrong. The stats literally prove you wrong.
Now, I agree with some of your points. I think both of you bringing up some good arguments. Obviously, Anaheim, not the best performance for EchoFox, where they did get top 12, but you can't argue the fact that this week, EchoFox at 4-0. And while, yes, you can put Temp at the main AR, you can put Aqua at main AR, I don't think Facento thrives as a flex with the submachine gun in his hand. He needs to pick up the easy kills. He needs to make those decisions for his team. Are they still choking some games? Yes. Do they have to do crazy reverse sweeps? Yes, but they are better. Ben, I'm going to give you 1 point for that just because, yeah, I think it's a big deal for EchoFox.
It's 1 week.
I agree with you, but this is the best week that they have had.